Hey guys, this is Rima here, and today I'm going to be talking about blue taping and what you guys need to know when you're doing a blue tape in the house for the new construction. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are going to be doing blue taping on this house before closing. I have a lot of clients that are wanting me to do a video on this and see what is needed for blue taping and what I would suggest you guys concentrate on. So we're going to look at the outside of the home first, and then we'll go ahead and go inside. But usually you're marking everything down with the blue tape so the builder can fix and address those issues on your final walkthrough. So this is done before, and then after a week or so they'll do a final walkthrough to make sure everything is done as you have marked to get it fixed. Now the outside, there's new grass and all of that, so they're going to have to do another roll on it to make sure that's all settled in. So that's going to be addressed. Some paint jobs that are marked here on the outside with the blue tapes pointing it out. Also, you notice that it needs to be painted right there, so that is marked as well. You can see all these markings right here. Same thing with the garages. And they should be doing a power wash to clean all the construction dirt and cleaning the windows. That you can see some markings on the windows that are on there. But let's go inside and show you guys the important things. So we have already walked this property and did the blue taping. Now some builders will do more than one color, but a lot of them will just use one color, which is the blue tape. This one we had used 3 different colors, one for the paint, one for the texture, and then the other for any like cabinets and stuff like that. So you have to look all over. If there is something on the top, you point it up and address that issue. Mark it on the tile so they know to look it up. Again, same thing with the handles. If there's paint on there that you can see. Okay, first I'm going to go ahead and walk into the master bedroom and show you guys a few things in there. Okay, so you see in the doors right there, some chips right there. Same thing, mark as much as you can when you're doing your initial walkthrough, because that's something that needs to be addressed. And if you don't mark it, then it may be missed. And you can see right there some cracks on the walls, peeling stuff. A few things here in the master bedroom that we wanted to address was right here when they're putting up the tiles, you need to make sure you're sealing the grout, because a lot of builders, or mainly all of them, mostly do not put the grout sealing, and then that's going to cause it to stain if you have any colors or anything when you're in the shower. The other things that we noticed is the blue tapings right there. They need to make holes on there for preventing any kind of like moisture, so they can be breathable. So it prevents for any moisture buildup that's happening behind the tile. So they forgot to do that, and that's why that is marked down over there. Same thing here in the cabinets. You want to open up all the cabinets, look and make sure. Obviously there's some chips over there that needs to be addressed. And then, you know, sometimes there will be a builder rep that can help you mark down with the blue taping, or sometimes there isn't. So you're basically doing it on your own and putting everything there. So you can see some scratches on there, some chips on the tub. Same thing right there, some chips on the tub. And then you want to open all the drawers and make sure, because like here, it doesn't open, but when you're touching it, it's very, very loose. And then same here, when you open it, you notice that that's not sealed in correctly. That needs to be fixed. Same thing right there, that needs to be molded right. So we've done a lot of blue tape on this house because, again, we want to address any issues that you may think that there needs to be. So it's just, you know, any paint touch-ups, any textures that are on here. You want to open all the drawers, you want to look inside the cabinets, outside the cabinets, you want to look top to bottom. Even on here, you want to keep looking on top of the doors for any chips. You want to go inside the closets, make sure there's nothing that needs to be missed, or touch-ups or any holes. Sometimes I've seen some rods missing that they need to put in the place. And again, there's a lot of, right here, paint on the doorknobs. See all those bathrooms right here. And then also there's going to be paint on the floors that they will have to wash out and clean that up. And you can see that one is missing the closet rod. In your laundry room, paint chips like that, you see, mark those down. Any discoloration when you're standing 6 feet away, and if the color does not look the same, you want to mark that down and let them know. And this needs to be secure, like on the shelf. So you want to feel all the shelving, making sure that it's secure. So we have literally looked at up, bottom, down, every single corner, and we have used different color tapes to mark everything down. Show you in the back, and here you see right there nails popping out, another nail popping out. So you got to make sure that there's no nails popping out. If there's any dents in the house, there might be also another nail popper. You want to make sure on, like right there, there's also the nails. They'll have to power wash this out to remove the cement buildup that's over there. Another thing to make sure is right there they have a little drain system, emergency, HVAC drain system, which I can show you right there. That one, they try to put it in front of the window, so if you see any leaking, that's an emergency saying that something is wrong with your HVAC and that it needs to be fixed. So that's an alert to you that if you see anything dripping from that you need to get that checked out. Also, they'll look at your lawn when you're here and then see if there's any dry spots where you see right there. There's another dry spot right there where they need to fix that and address that issue. And then also, guys, if you are closing, you want to make sure you get the third-party inspector out here and get that report, because you want to give that while you're doing the blue tape so they can address the issues that he picks up and the builder can get those resolved before your final walkthrough. And I've got my wonderful inspector right there, John.
Hello.
I'm telling them you need to get an inspection in your new construction before your final walkthrough so they can address everything.
Always. Always.
Okay, I was going to show you the siding of the house. Few things that we have marked on the side of the house is silicone right here that needs to be textured and put in more right here. And this is usually placed every certain distance, so just to kind of for the house, so they need to, you know, texture that, put more in there, and then once it dries out it will be nice and clear, so it won't be as see-through as it is right now. And the other things that we put here in garage, and this one is actually pre-wired as a smart home, which is a good thing. Give you the ring, and then that's for the chargers for the cars.
Cars? Yeah.
Yes, so that, you know, I haven't seen those, but now they're putting that in there.
Yeah, like for the Teslas?
For the Teslas or any kind of electric chargers over there. You have the water softener here. This is to shut off your inside of the house, so that's also a smart system where you can download an app, and if there's any leakage or anything, it will notify you and turn off the water inside the house. Okay, so this is the whole inside of the house. Obviously, you want to make sure the windows are not cracked, the blinds are working well. And as you can see, we have done a lot of taping in here because, like I say, you want to get 1, 2, 3 eyes coming out here and marking everything as you can. You want to mark every single thing, like hard to see right there, the touch-ups, opening all the cabinets, you know, pointing it up to feel, you know, for the texture areas on the top. If you see any settling cracks, that would be out there to fix. And then sometimes, guys, there might be some lights that are not working inside, or they may have missed some lights, which they did in this little section. So you want to mark that down too. Anything that's missing, anything that needs to be addressed. Again, same thing with this rod. Needs to be repainted because it's not touched up yet. So we have marked all of upstairs too. You can see there's a lot of cracks right there. In all these rooms, another thing that I wanted to show you was the nails right there. So make sure you look underneath the closets, making sure there's no nail rods. Also nails popping. So what we did was marked on the floor and obviously ask your builder what they recommend doing. And then you can see that nail popping right there, the little circle that needs to be addressed. Same thing here. any kind of dents like that might be some kind of nail popping. At least this is what I have been told by the builder. Right there, so you want to look all around the house. I highly recommend, having your agent go out there, be there. I usually do that with all my clients just to have that extra pair of eyes. And some builders would also help you blue tape some more. Like I said, it all just kind of depends. The other stuff is, you want to go on the attic and make sure that everything is in line over there, because when we went up there, the air filters were placed wrongly. So obviously make sure you guys check the attic. Same thing, we've got nails underneath, staples underneath those doors right there. You see those staples? And then same thing, we marked down on the floor, and then you see there is a right there that needs to be fixed around the vent. The discoloration is also right there. Any pops that are coming right there. And hopefully this is somewhat helpful, because blue taping can take several hours. So when you are scheduling your blue taping, this blue taping was scheduled at 11 and now it's like almost 2:30. So imagine how many hours that's taking to do a whole house with blue taping and making sure everything is marked correctly. So like I said, every single details you see, if it's on the ceiling, ask the builder how they want to be marked that. Right there, we've got markups right there. And again, this is your walkthrough that you need to pay attention. I can't address it more enough that if you don't mark it, it's not going to get done. And you don't want to wait until after closing, because then you don't know when it will be done. So everything needs to be addressed right now when you're doing your initial walkthrough with the blue tape. Because, if you blue taped it and it's not done in your final walkthrough, then they can still fix it. But if you find something after that, I don't know, you might have to ask if you can do that or not. And you want to look underneath here too. You see, that's also not done. So you want to look above, under, side, everywhere that you see. On the walls, the paint chips. So this is your walkthrough, your blue tape walkthrough. And if you guys have questions or need additional information, please reach out, let me know how I can help you with any of this question. Hopefully this was informative, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and press that subscribe button, and we can meet up in our next video. Thanks, guys.